wise professor once told me, there are many paths up the mountain to religious enlightenment. I have had a mixed relationship with religion. I was not raised religious, but because of the diversity in California, I have come in contact with religion many times. Unfortunately, my childhood memories of religion were not so positive. Growing up, I would occasionally go to church with my friend who was Christian. One summer, I did a Bible camp with her. It was mostly fun activities and occasional lessons, but one day, the whole camp was in a room together. The camp director was telling a Bible story, and we each had a metal wire. In our groups, we were going to twist each piece of metal wire together and then combine all the group's wire to form an armor. She said we were going to use this armor when we went into a furnace that someone was putting us in. If the armor didn't work, we were all going to burn in the furnace. When she lit it on fire, the wire burned, and so we were all going to burn alive in this furnace. I started crying, and my leader had to call my mom so I could tell her what happened, and she came and picked me up. I sobbed all the way home in the car ride. My entire family still remembers how traumatized I was from this experience, and I have always remembered it too. When I was 10, my parents were going through a divorce. I didn't know what to do, but I had seen and heard of people praying through hard times. And so I tried to pray to fix the problems, but nothing happened. Because of these experiences, I think I was very turned off from religion. I couldn't see any of the good intentions it had. When I was in middle school, my mom began dating my now stepdad. His family was very Catholic. When we spent holidays with them, we usually would go to church. My mom and I both are not a fan of this because we usually don't understand what's going on and end up whispering and laughing. My mom was baptized before marrying my stepdad. Even though she isn't religious, she tried for him and was willing to do it. They were married in a Catholic church, and my half-sister was baptized in a Catholic church. My non-religious family became very religious because of one person and how important it is for him.
I was raised Catholic, went to 12 years of Catholic school, fell away a little bit in my 20s, and by that I mean stopped going to church regularly, but still always believed, and it wasn't until my 30s that I came back to it. And the reason I practice my faith is that I've studied other religions. I think we all, most of us share some very common core values. I feel that the source of spirituality and truth about God can be found more readily in the Catholic faith, for me at least. The reason I practice is because I believe it gives you a very good broad perspective about human truths today that were human truths 2,000 years ago. It gives me calm and happiness, gives me a sense of meaning in life, and it is a big part of who I am and who I aspire to be.
People's view of what it means to be religious has changed a lot in my family. My mom's mom was raised Lutheran and her family was very religious. However, when she got married, her religion was not as important to her, and that was passed on to my mom and siblings and now to me. I think what has made California so religiously diverse is because everyone is looking for something that makes continuing on the path of life better and worth going through the rough times. Many people get lost on their path of life and need something that gets them back on track. Religion is a way to give life meaning, and everyone's life has a different goal. As of now, I don't intend to be religious. I don't feel what I am missing in my life is religion. My path up the mountain is more about achieving my goals. I want to excel in my academics and be an active member in my sorority and campus clubs. I want to be the best role model for my sister to look up to. I know I have much more to go until I reach the top and many more rough climbs, but I intend to continue achieving and going upward. Through meeting people who take their religion as a way of life, like my stepdad, it has changed my mind on religion and made me see the power and purpose of it. While my mom and I may still daze off and laugh inappropriately together in church, I think the one thing that has come from seeing other religions is our acceptance of them. Seeing religion enrich other people's lives and take their path up the mountain in life makes me want to find what enriches my life and keeps me climbing up the path. California's vast religious diversity allows people to be any kind of religion they want. While the options seem overwhelming and endless, it's worth trying to find what is important to you. It doesn't matter which path you choose, but everyone wants to make it to the top. Some people's paths can be more difficult than others, some turn around or jump on another path. Most people will cross another person's religious path and have to decide whether they want to join them up it or continue looking. I accept that everyone has a different way of going up the spiritual mountain, and in California, there are especially millions of different ways to go.